Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Where last we left off, our party were exploring the besieged town of Gosa. Half of the party remained healing for a little bit at the makeshift med bay that had been constructed in the mess hall. Abelard actually staying over there to do the night shift, basically, if there were any emergencies. Thankfully not, so full night of sleep comes to you all. Woo! The rest of them had retired to a place called The Rest, which is just a kind of quaint little, I guess, kind of restaurant with an attic attached. Don't get too many visitors in this town. Based purely on its location. But yeah, you guys all have a full night's rest. You received some information last time about a potential portal that opened up and where the fire originated, of course, in the Temple of Keel, which has since been burnt down. What would you guys like to do?
First would have told these two about the temple and all the info that we've learnt.
Yes.
Last one? Yeah, Yos Queen.
Yos Queen.
Yos Queen.
Sorry.
Anyone are Yos Queen?
Yos Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yos.
Every day a Yos Queen slay.
Every day I come closer to Yos.
How do I feel today after my big meal?
Roll a con save for me.
Oh, again? Oh, shit.
You're gonna explode.
Conrolling a concept.
Oh, it's a me save.
Whoa!
Do you save yourself from
Got a
yourself?
mark.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're all good. You feel still bloated and sluggish,
Oh,
but no other penalty.
I tell
do
them.
you?
Again, and the ball was like this big, and then I went big, and I was like, what's this? And then I ate it, and now I have never eaten so much in my life.
A9 is like visibly confused, trying to work out how so much stew can fit into such a small person.
I don't know how it happened.
It was a challenge I set myself, and I did it.
I looked
I
away
feel
for a
accomplished.
minute and it was gone.
Yeah.
Literally.
Don't worry. I was on site if anything bad happened.
Are you feeling okay?
Full. It's alright. If I go for a jog, maybe I'll burn it off. It's fine. I'm just very bloated at the moment.
What is a shoe?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a shoe. Wait, where's Babylon?
Abelard's staying the night in the med bay.
Oh,
You
He
stay
wants to be on, what's the word?
on call.
On call, yeah.
Oh, wow. He really does take that job
Yeah,
seriously.
he likes healing people.
He wants to be on call?
Yeah.
Do you have a nephew or something?
Oh,
Oh.
what?
That's so, like, the job's a little bit too big there.
No, that's base.
That's not bait.
That is, I'm sorry.
That's a deep cut. Sorry, this is me
Deep
filling
cuts are
in for
good.
Jack.
Deep cuts up.
Deep
Oh,
cut, bro. For real, for real.
cool. Yeah.
Dilbert, if you say that in
Does Jack say bro?
Yeah.
Does Jack say bro?
No, I was just saying yeah for the fun of it.
But he does say for real deep cut.
Yeah,
for real, deep cut. Yeah.
But he says it with like this deep enthusiasm.
It really
For real,
bellows
for,
from
I, no, I
it.
can't do it. I can't replicate it. I'm not
For real, deep cut.
Why is Jack like an anime protagonist?
Believe it, for real. I don't know.
For real, for real? It's so bad.
What
What's
are you
happening?
punching?
What the? Oh.
You fixed it by hitting it.
Yeah, well, it's just fine.
That's normally how most of this works.
So, what are you guys doing with the day?
I would like to go find Kimberly.
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah.
That is what Leo wants to do.
Sure.
Wait,
Round of applause.
For real, for real?
For real, for real.
For real, for real.
Right?
Shallow cut.
I
Sure.
got
So
points.
you're finding Kimberly. The rest of you are heading to.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Did anyone want to come with me to the Temple of Keel? That's apparently where.
I mean, you could do both. To be fair, you could do both.
Let's just travel as a group.
Let's just vibe together.
You know what? Yeah, might as well. Let's relax. Let's take it easy.
Everyone's going to watch you.
Hey, this is my emotional support friends. I'm really bad at speaking to people.
Quick to the spot. I got bets against.
Kruger will literally be at your side and be like,
Alright,
Yes,
perfect. So you're going to find Kimberly.
Yes, I want to go to the garrison.
Sure.
To try and see if she is over there.
To the garrison.
Yeah, where she said she
Sure.
was going to stay.
I'd say it's probably about 6 in the morning.
I'm not going to wake her up.
You wanna, like,
It's probably 6 or 7 in the morning. I assume you guys had kind of an early night. But sure, you head over to the garrison. You can see Rog is kind of lumbering about in front of the actual... so the garrison itself is close to where the portcullis is. It's actually kind of attached via a doorway that kind of juts off from the side of this heavy, like, wooden wall that really just looks like these tree trunks have been sharpened into points and it's just jammed into the ground and held together by, like, any chains that they could find. And the garrison itself is kind of a small, almost lean-to, 3-story, like, wooden structure that kind of reaches just up to the height of the actual fence itself, or
Would
the
it be-
wall itself.
Would it be big enough for Torok to stay there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. And it extends kind of down that way, so it, I'd say it probably looks like it's maybe 120 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say maybe similar height up.
Oh.
And it's just kind of attached to
That's fair.
the wall.
Speaking of the fellow stone, the big stone giant, is he at the gate currently, or no?
You don't see him.
Okay.
He's not like just standing out the front, but you can see Rog is kind of lumbering about and appears to be shifting heavy stone boulders away from where they were, like craters in the ground. When he sees you all, he kind of waves, his face stretches into a bit of like a dopey smile.
No.
His teeth are a little bit crooked, and based on how, his face is kind of a bit smashed in, he's missing a couple of teeth.
The wall looks great, bud.
Thank you. Rock appreciate.
Yeah, we got rock voice. Let's go.
The Rog voice. We're just jumping all over the map here with voices.
You and A9 and June, did you help?
Yeah, I helped.
And June did a great job.
Thank you.
He kind of lumbers closer towards you.
What can I do for you? You look for Rogue.
I push Nadria forward.
Do you know if Kimberly's awake at all?
I have not seen her, but she is usually in at this time.
Inside? Are we allowed inside as well?
Yes, why would you not
I
be?
don't know. The guy.
Have you been banned?
No.
Not yet.
Just
Not yet.
no in general.
Okay. Well, yes, you can go in.
Okay. Let's go!
Sure. You all head in.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, Rob.
See you later, Rog.
He waves you all off, and you guys head towards the garrison. The door itself is actually about 20 feet high. It is huge,
Damn
and in
God.
kind of like an archway. It kind of extends almost as wide across as it is high. And it actually seems to give off a little bit of heat. And you think that it might be just because there's like a contained fire, of course, being tended to keep things warm and comfortable in the actual garrison itself. You guys push open the door.
Yes.
Do we knock first, or
I
what's the
don't know. Police just said we could just go in.
I think we're all just waiting on Nadria mostly.
They just said that we could just go in.
Val, did you knock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Val knocks.
A little glad someone's taking initiative. Good job, bud.
After a moment, you can hear.
Oh shit! Step back! Step back!
The door swings open inwards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello, tiny people. You want to stay in garrison?
No, we have somewhere to stay. We're just looking for someone that's in here. Kimberly, if you know her, she's also tiny, I guess.
No, come in.
Okay.
You guys are ushered in, and you kind of do you keep like a wide berth around Torok, or you're just kind of stepping
No,
as you go. Sure.
I'm not keeping a wide berth.
Sure. You all skirt past Torek, who kind of huffs and then closes the door, and heads out into the rest of the day himself. And inside you can see what looks like a massive common room with these long benches that look like they could fit plenty of Goliath and giant kin, Grothkin. There are huge, like, round wooden tables with various, like, candelabras, kind of... They're really roughly made, so there's nothing really... It's quite rustic, let's say. So nothing is really given, like, attention to detail here. It's just made to fit its purpose. And you can see up against the back wall, facing the door, but kind of looking down at what appear to be just like stacks and stacks of paper, different books and large ledgers and tomes. You can see Kimberly with her legs kind of propped up on one of these smaller tables, crossed at the ankle, and kind of her chair is being pushed back slightly. She looks to be stitching something together. Looks like a leather gauntlet of some sort.
Onward.
She looks up. Bit early for you all to be here, isn't it? You're missing one.
Yeah, he apparently stayed at the med bay to be a healer or something.
Well, much more dedicated than I am, so it seems.
Yeah.
And you can see that she still has blood, like, smattered all across her face. She's actually taken off part of the gauntlet from her armor, and you can see that she actually herself has kind of a jagged cut that ends in a hook towards... It covers almost all of her forearm. And doesn't appear to be bleeding, but appears to be kind of fresh.
Are you okay? On the arm?
Oh, you mean my scar?
Oh, it's a scar.
It's...
Okay.
It looks like it's maybe 5 days old.
Oh, Jesus.
Fresh scar.
It looks like it's been stitched together really, really well, but it hasn't been healed properly. So you assume that whatever... She hasn't used her own healing magic on it.
I mean, yeah, it just looks fresh. Did that happen here?
Let's call it a casualty.
Okay.
Part of the job, of course. What can I do for you all?
We just have some questions about the whole temple thing, as well as some other matters. You did say that you were going to speak with your goddess about helping us at all, if you had any time to. Were you able to find any time to at all?
You mean after my day of healing people, was I able to inquire about your proposed assistance on your journey?
If you found time.
I did.
Okay.
Seems like she was not opposed. I, however, might have my reservations. I might need a little bit more information. Please take a seat.
Okay.
She... she narrows her eyes between Kruger and Nadria.
I try to like.
Nadia sucks at talking to people, man.
I just pat their back.
Are
and
you
be
all taking a seat?
Yeah.
Perfect. She doesn't move an inch. She's still got her legs propped up on the table. Chair is kind of on the back legs that she's pushed away. So she's leaning on it. These heavy tomes out of the way. She kind of brushes some of it aside and levels her gaze at Nadria.
Any notable books that she brushes away?
Roll a perception check.
You were naughty. I roll you. Oh yeah. 19.
Sure.
Just anything of note or anything, just like.
You can see actually that she's been reading a lot about the planar system. Particularly, you can see that she's been reading about the Underdark.
Interesting.
You can also see some tomes about healing, and specifically Grothkin medicines, and using runes as part of healing.
Cool, thank you.
Some of the parchment that she's been writing on, there's still kind of an inkwell and a quill by the side, has been kind of shoved out of your sight, so you can't see that.
Okay.
Just casually looking.
No, I don't do that. I actually
What's that?
don't. Mind if I... Excuse me, I'm dying on the scones.
Scones!
Scoons.
Sorry, dude, I'm absolutely dying on the stage.
Oh, darling, the scones
Positively
are joyful,
family.
literally.
So,
What do you want to know specifically?
What do you want from me?
There's a new one.
your connection to your god. Chivo, isn't it?
That's right.
How did this come about?
It's an incredibly long story. It was.
I have time.
I don't want to know.
Backstory.
15 years ago. I was an emo child.
Well, I was a young Nadria.
Say whatever you think Nadria would.
It came about as a deal of sorts when I was younger. I wanted a way out of a specific situation, and I would do anything to get that.
And now you have good enough relationship with a member of the Nameless Few to want to go and break a chain.
Yeah. We talk a lot. Our connection is more direct than some are with their gods. So I've had a lot of time.
Direct, you say? Interesting. And your purpose in breaking this chain is...
To try and uphold my part of the deal.
So part of the deal was to break the chain in exchange for...
Freedom of sorts.
I appreciate that. An interesting choice, however. A Nameless Few member stuck in a pocket dimension chooses a struggling adolescent to break a chain.
I mean, I didn't have a lot of options myself, and as I
So
said,
like for like, then perhaps?
I guess so.
And the rest of you wish to break this chain. Why?
Just down for a good time, really. We like Nadria. Yeah, pretty much.
You have no discerning thoughts of your own about the Nameless Few?
Well, Nameless Few themselves, but whatever Nadria says is good. We trust Nadria's decision making enough.
They've made a... We were hesitant at first, but Nadria's made pretty compelling points from Chivoth and themselves that maybe...
Don't say that aloud.
I know, that's like, that's Leo, that's Leo.
that maybe Chivoth isn't all that bad.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I myself haven't had the best track record with nameless few members, so I think you'll understand my caution.
Is that how you got that gnarly scar?
Why?
Inquiring about a woman's scars. Didn't they teach you any manners?
They tried.
You were particularly resistant?
No.
Well,
I just think it's cool. I can show you my scars if you want to make
She
it even.
flips her forearm over, and you can see what appears to be kind of hooked down all the way up to her elbow. What appears to be a serrated cut. So whatever kind of pulled down and then curved to the side in not quite a perfect arc, but almost. It looks like the skin hasn't healed properly at all, and it's not quite as fresh as it seems.
Can I make like some sort of check to determine or figure out what kind of weapon would have done that?
Sure, roll a medicine check.
You suck. I'm not using you for the rest of the night. That's 5.
You have no idea. Whatever it was had a serrated edge.
Wow, that's ooh.
Big owie.
Not very pleasant, is it?
No. I'm
I,
glad you're not missing an arm. That's something. I'm sorry, am I saying the wrong thing?
You're embarrassing me, bro.
You basically
Well,
just sort of, at least it's not worse.
Oh, Kruger wasn't there for that conversation. I'll wait outside.
Oh, he's gone.
You're leaving?
I'll wait outside.
Sure, okay.
I feel like I've embarrassed myself. I'm out.
She didn't say anything. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
even
Kruger
say
was.
anything.
Yeah, but Kruger was like, okay, I'm gone.
Eccentric individual.
Very.
Well, to answer the question, even though the Inquisitor is no longer in the room, this is a
Yeah, you can learn it. It's fine.
wound I acquired some time ago that seems to be persistent.
Sorry. sorry. I'm sorry.
I did a goth mummy.
I'm sorry. Like persistent for how long? Roughly.
Let's call it close to 10 years.
Oh.
Hmm.
Unlike
See, I have my own reasons for distrusting the nameless few. What exactly do you know of the Temple of Ecleos?
honestly, we're not sure much about it. I did speak to someone who calls himself a Veil Watcher, and he mentions things such as spectres and whatnot that may appear with Ecleos and seen within the veil and stuff, but I
Do
don't
you see them all the time?
know. I pull out the cards. I have these to help. I've only just realised that I've seen them.
Well, perhaps more development in your future then.
Yeah.
If, of course, you're fascinated by the veil.
It is. Sometimes when I read a reading for one of my friends, points at Ira, that's right there. Hey Ira, you're there.
Marge Simpson?
I can see them when I do simple readings. which is fascinating to me. It's not something that I've ever been used to.
You have a certain gift, I would say. Interesting. I look forward to seeing where it goes.
As someone that follows Equios, do you see them all the time?
You could say that.
Oh.
I have a certain talent myself for communicating with dead. And I believe that's perhaps how I came into her radar. Well, that's a long story, I suppose, as well.
I've got a lot of time.
Creative.
Thanks.
Let's say that... Actually, roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay. Roll well, please. 22.
Nice. You watch as she's a very nonplussed person, it seems. But you can see just around the corner of her eyes, they seem to tighten slightly, almost like she's smiling.
I did it!
Well done.
Not a full smile, you don't see her lips move at all.
It's close enough!
But you can see the corners of her eyes kind of tighten slightly. The blood still kind of going across her face. As a child, I came from a family who were, let's say, devout followers of Rothor. But even though they were entrusted to defend temples, holy sites, and to spread Rothor's graces, to help people pass across the veil, let's just say that over time I noticed a significant change in my family. Some of them became infected, insidious. They were far more harsh, cruel to those they tried to protect, or I suppose were sworn to protect. Much more ruthless in their defense of Rothor's honor. And over time, they fell into the clutches, it seems, of a nameless few member called Isaacon. Have you heard of them?
Have I heard of them?
Roll a religion check.
Let's go! Fuck! No.
You've heard the name, don't know exactly what it relates to. And when we were on a mission to the Temple of Eklios to, let's say, help a group of spirits who had perished pass on, there was an odd occurrence in this temple. A sort of rift opened, and a creature unlike any I've seen before emerged. It, I believe, was called by my family to that place to more accurately unleash the word of Isaacon on Cthulhu's plains, Myladium. I, of course, was unaware. I tried to fight as best I can, but it left me with this persistent cut.
Oh.
Large fangs and talons.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
close to death, obviously, and let's say Ekleos, having found me clinging to life in her temple, took me under her wing, and I became a devout follower ever since, sworn to help as many spirits pass across the veil as I can, to communicate with loved ones, to stretch boundaries to be thinner.
It was incredibly nice of her to do that for you.
Some would say.
Do you not feel that way yourself?
Roll a persuasion check.
Questions. Fuck. That's only a 14.
My own personal feelings on the matter will perhaps have to wait another time. I don't believe we know each other well enough for that.
That's fine. Well, that gives me some sort of understanding why you do have your specific issues with members of the Nameless Few. And I appreciate if you do decide to help us, that you set only a small amount of those feelings aside to try and help. Because I know it may be hard.
You're interesting, Nadria.
I'm interesting.
You don't seem to think that this Chivoth is behind any of the recent portals or rifts that have opened. I, of course, have my own theories, and she kind of gestures to the tomes next to her that have different, like, planar, like, structures plastered on the top. Obviously, that's what she's been looking into. I, of course, also developed my own theories about what exactly might be going on and how this creature was somehow called upon this plane through my parents, my family. What exactly is it that you hope to gain out of bringing Chivoth back out of the pocket dimension he was sealed away in? Ekleos seems to view Chivoth more favourably than most.
I know that there are differing opinions about him constantly, but I think as someone that does have a more direct connection, he doesn't seem as bad as things that I've heard of the others. He himself doesn't favour some of the members of the Nameless Few.
Would you consider yourself a devout follower?
I think it's more complex than that.
And complex is interesting to me.
It's not like I fully chose to be where I am, but also I don't think I would prefer to be where I was.
A vague answer.
I've been told that I'm very vague by a lot of people.
Well, if I am to help you, I look forward to the not so vague answer. What exactly do you all hope to get out of our partnership to the temple?
As someone that can see within the veil and between it, I think that it would just help us a lot more with the temple in general. I was told things like, don't look behind you, and I will see things, and I think someone more experienced in seeing things would be a great help, as well as someone that knows the actual location and is able to locate the temple better than we can. We have been traveling in the snow for like a week, and we're sort of just lost on a journey that we just hope that we'll find the right location of.
Well, roll another persuasion check for me.
Okay. Oh no, that's a 10.
Your rolls are just getting lower and lower.
Your doctor friend Abelard mentioned you were interested in Lundosa as well. That's where I have my lodgings, for the most part. What is your business in Lundosa?
There is a better way to contact someone that our doctor, his name's Abelard, that Abelard wishes to contact, and hopefully we can find a place for something that we're holding in safekeeping. I don't have it myself, so unfortunately.
Something that you're holding for safekeeping. Wouldn't happen to be something dangerous, would it? Perhaps something that you yourself should not be in possession of? Maybe a lot of people might be after it?
From what I genuinely know, I don't know of anyone else that is after said objects.
Perhaps I'm thinking of something different then. Never mind.
Got it. Calm down, buddy.
I know, but still.
That's my betrayal.
What's your passive perception?
I think it's like 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. You don't notice anything.
That is okay. I'm not Lynn.
Did weird eyeball thing just happen?
Are you watching
No.
to see if that happens?
No.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Not as high as.
Sure.
Yeah.
None of you notice anything.
What's your passive perception, Mark?
My passive perception is
Not as high as.
Okay.
So it's not.
40.
None of you notice. She inclines her head and seems intrigued. She doesn't believe. She seems to have quite a good idea of what she thinks it is, and she's definitely interested in it. Very well, so Lundosa holds the key to your communication with another plane, correct?
Yeah. From where the other Abelard's from. That's why we were planning to figure out the place.
Fascinating how these things work. I myself am interested in planes. You all happen to be involved with different planes yourselves?
Yeah.
Do any of you believe in the Weaver and his tapestries?
Does that ring any bells?
Yeah.
Roll a religion check.
Religion time.
I'm not here. I'm outside.
Would I be able to roll
Setting a
this
broken
one?
arm.
A measly little 12.
That's
The Weaver and his tapestries is seen as the creator of the universe.
Oh wow, okay.
He's one of the original gods, and it relates to Zarahan, the Grand Weaver. And there is also Elisane, who is the seamstress of fate. And they both were involved in creating what people of Cathora believe are the tapestry that interlinks everything, essentially. There are, of course, people that don't believe in the Weaver and fate, but for the most part, it's pretty well accepted as the foundation of everyone's belief system in Cathora.
Interesting.
I got a 23.
Yeah, so that's
All of
pretty
that,
much.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I can give you a brief little.
I get the document.
You get brief overview.
Well, with
you
a-
get document.
with a 23, I mean, it's
Same
not
thing.
much more information that you would get, but I will read out. I have a little blurb on the doc for you guys. And this is, even with the 23, pretty much all you get unless you studied it further. It's believed that Zarahan and his partner Elisane created existence and consciousness, then creating their children, the Planar Titans. After creating the first being, Zarahan and Elisane then created purpose, building the galaxy and the realms in which their children would rule over. Zarahan created the Great Tapestry, assembling the threads of fate supplied to him by his wife, Elisane, the seamstress of fate, to develop the history of the world and the trajectory of its society and his people. Although each individual can develop their own tapestry, so to speak, Elisane is believed to be the one to supply the threads and choices that an individual may take so that her husband may weave them together to add their story to the tapestry of the world. So it's kind of like a quilted blanket.
That's so wholesome.
Until you realise that blanket's got murder in it.
A murder blanket.
You might be smothering.
The blanket I used to smother my enemies.
Smothered by fate.
Is it normal for people to not believe this?
I think no. So it's not. There are some religions on Cathora that don't accept that as being the creation story. She's more just curious because you have a lot of, it seems, diverse belief in the party.
Rubber
So she's
boy,
more just-
nature boy,
Yeah.
nameless few, moon god.
She's more just
nothing.
asking whether or not you accept that to be true. There are, of course, other gods that do have creation myths as well, like Jorha, which is the essentially known as the Eternal Wisdom. You'd know this with the 23, which is worshipped primarily in Apoi and a lot of island nations, as well as a lot of sailors. And that's pretty much, yeah, there's a lot of little other splinter religions like that that view them as the creators, but yeah, Jorha is probably the prominent, I'd say, alternative creation mythology.
I mean, I have my beliefs in it.
I don't think I've entirely made up my mind on the
Fair
subject.
enough. For some people, worship is a constant inquiry. Perhaps you'll make your mind up soon. Perhaps not. So, if I am to join you on your journey to this temple of Eklios, you expect me to guide you there? And is there anything else that you're looking for along the way?
I think we are just headed to that temple, aren't we? For now, is there anything else that anyone had to do up here?
I mean, aren't there still people here that need you?
Part of the nature of the job is that people will always need to pass over to the Vale. People always need healing. I have been here for several days, and I wait for my mistress to tell me when she wishes me to go. She told me in 2 days' time that I would be expected to leave. I don't believe I understood fully that she had perhaps predicted your arrival.
So, does that mean in 2 days' time you're planning to leave to head to Lendosa, or?
Inquiring about my original plans, are we?
I don't want to interrupt you if you have somewhere to be.
I think this would require perhaps some more immediate attention. What happened there?
Sneeze.
Looked like a big sneeze was coming. There was a cat hair floating
Ah.
right on the tip of Xander's nose.
I thought you were about
Sneezes
to
'cause
cry,
of
and I'm like,
everything,
oh no, are you okay?
The goth lady. I believe this is a convenient partnership. I would be interested to settle the score, so to speak, at the Temple of Echios and see what I could find. Obviously, I didn't have a lot of time to scour for different evidence. You've got yourself a deal. For real, for real.
It's real.
Deep gut.
Thank you.
Bro.
Bro's not actually a jack word. We can't.
This is now.
Bro's a Holly word. Bro's not a jack word.
I'm sorry, Jack's
She bro on my word.
till I deep cut.
That's a jack thing. That's pretty jack.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Is there anything we can do for you as well? You're taking us there, but what are you gaining out of it, if anything, if you want?
I have a particular penchant for knowledge. And I think getting to the bottom of this investigation would perhaps be a good start. But I'll let you know if that changes, of course.
Please do.
For now, no strings attached from my side.
Alright then.
Do you have any more questions for me?
I think I'm okay personally. Thank you for your help.
Of course. As long as you're ready to leave in 2 days' time.
We've organised with our accommodation that we're planning to leave as well.
Hmm.
So.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Anyone else have any questions?
Do we know the way to the temple, y'all?
The Temple of Key?
Yeah.
Keel. Yeah.
I don't think we do. Would you be able to direct us to the temple, give us some lefts and rights?
Can't say I've been anywhere other than Medbay and here.
We should go ask Rowan.
Great idea. That was my question. Thanks for listening.
Of course. Anyone else?
Just to clarify, you mentioned there are lots of books around,
Mhm.
but whereabouts are we specifically at the moment?
You're in the common room of the garrison.
Okay.
She was in the process of, it looked like, I mean, it's 6, I'd say probably 6:30, almost 7-ish now. And she has, you don't see any trace of food around, but you can see several tomes that are on what appeared to be once like a common room table, and bits of parchment, and she was in the process of stitching a leather gauntlet.
Cool. Are there any books? So wait, so the tomes, there aren't like bookshelves or anything.
No,
She
not
just brought them.
you. I mean, roll a perception check for me.
Clang. 10.
10. You don't see any bookshelves here, so she's either brought some of them herself or she sourced them from elsewhere.
Sure.
Anybody else got any questions?
I think my questions can probably wait till we're on the road.
Sure.
Nothing awfully urgent.
If you'd like to. Very well. I suppose I'll be seeing you all later today, or perhaps when we leave.
Yeah.
Catch
Pleasure
you on the
chatting
flip.
with you all.
I have to go get Kruger. Stands up. I have to go collect him. Why did he go outside?
Boy was embarrassed.
She goes back to stitching the leather gauntlet. But you do notice that with your 15, her eyes follow you as you leave.
Based.
Eyes on you at all times now.
Based.
You ain't getting away from mummy now. You get in trouble with mummy.
Thanks, Connor.
I'm your mother.
I am your mother. You
Mum
listen to
from
me.
Futurama.
Mom? Oh, yo, robot mom?
Your deep cut.
Alright, so, Abelard, what's Abelard doing in this time?
I was gonna start his day with a spot of morning prayer, getting up to kind of dawn breaks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Start the day off with a spot of prayer.
Perfect. Alright, is there anything else that you're up to?
I think he's praying for some advice.
Okay.
Just one, because with like the upcoming temple and all that, Ella wants to just double check.
Okay. Roll a religion check for me.
Oh, you need guidance, oh, that's nice. That's 23.
A 23. Is there a specific question you're asking?
Yeah, but just with the double, we just like probably start off with Buron. I wish for your guidance. As we approach the first chain, I just wish to make sure it's all right. I know you have trusted this, but I imagine with freeing your brother and all that, you may have some opinions.
Sure. So, as you sit and focus on Lauron, surprisingly, being in your element with having healed people and kind of being in a combat medic situation again, your connection feels much more strong and vivid this time, though he doesn't appear to you. You can just feel a sense of calm wash over you. And then you hear in your mind the familiar voice of Luron. Abelard, I will say that for the most part, this seems to be growing more and more complicated by the day. There appear to be more and more players involved, and some of them unexpected. For now, I think this is personally a judgment call for you. I, however, think it might be interesting to see where things go.
Hopefully I may be able to get the Ushta tube to Brothia. It appears to be active, which
Active? How so?
ticking, glowing, flash lights.
Emitting a purple gas.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
emitting gas. I've been in contact with Emil about it, but it's.
No, well.
I'm looking.
Be mean.
I would have noticed about gas, but yeah.
Well, I think this is certainly troubling. I will say it's out of my area of expertise. But I think it's best to exercise caution. I, of course, have seen in dreams and the like some rather interesting or perhaps quite frightening images extending from the material plane that appear to be closer and closer to Malayor, to different planes that are rather unexpected, let's say.
Yes, it seems to be quite chaotic here. There have been multiple attacks on villages with demons. This wanderer has killed someone and rode their head into our camp. It has been...
The Wanderer, you say?
Well, we're not sure. We're calling them that because that's what they're calling themselves, but we're not sure if it's really them or like...
You don't think you've come across this individual before?
Well, we think it's the same one that was in the Crim Vault.
Right.
But from what we've heard about the Wanderer in general, is we shouldn't be alive if we did run into them. So...
Well, I'm afraid my influence only extends so far, but I will certainly keep an eye out for this Wanderer, so you say.
Did you talk about to the party about you recognizing? Oh, she was kind of. Oh, okay, cool.
I forgot.
Okay, all right.
Oh, with the
I
Yeah.
forgot.
yeah. No, you didn't say that. Did you?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh, that's
guys.
not coming up in
I will in a
conversation.
moment.
Oh.
One day. I just forgot when it happened.
I think this breaking of Chivos' chain, it seems awfully interesting to me now that the chain is to be broken in order to access a pocket dimension that is extraplanar, as well as all of these planar, let's say, rifts opening between planes.
Yes. This has been stressful in
I'm
many
sure.
ways. At moments like this, I wish I had my brothers and sisters by my side. They were much better at dealing with this side of the job.
Well, they're never too far. I know it can seem like it, being trapped on the material plane, but I think you'll find more help around you than you know. Perhaps it's even right around the corner.
Well, I would love to talk more, but unfortunately there is many wounded that must be tended to.
So I've seen. Well done. I think you should be proud of how you've handled yourself. I think it's very telling that these people are looking to you as well for healing, for comfort in these trying times. I couldn't have wished for a better individual to be amongst something such as this.
Thank you, Laura.
Of course.
You didn't
Oh,
say
I'm
my lord.
learning.
You're learning. Oh, good job, bud.
I'm proud of you.
Well, I will leave you with that thought.
Get one
And
first and
do let me know if you have any other concerns. I'll of course be watching closely.
Thank you.
And you feel the warmth and calm kind of receding, and then you're back in the hustle and bustle of this med bay with people kind of moving to and fro. Interestingly enough, you don't see Kimberly just yet, although you have no idea why.
Yeah, I dive back into work, I guess.
Perfect.
Right off a
You
couple
get
of spell
stuck in
slots
with
and
all of
stuff,
your
but
healing.
I'm not going to go as aggressive. I think it's a lot more manual because a lot of the worst injuries were healed yesterday, so it's more just
Yes.
soothing and stuff.
Interestingly, you notice that the med bay itself appears to have thinned out slightly with a a lot of the beds actually now being vacated. There's still a sizable portion of people that are being tended to. Of course, their wounds haven't been completely healed, but it seems like with the introduction of people that could heal more than just Kimberly, it seems like there's been quite the uptick in healthy patients.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good job, guys.
Good job, everybody.
I used to do like minor healing and stuff,
Sure.
but most of it will be manual today.
Okay, no worries.
Stitching and
Save,
stuff.
saving spell stats.
For the rest of you, what are you doing after you?
How long am I waiting outside by myself?
I'd say probably 15, 20 minutes, maybe?
Perfect. Okay. First things first, while they're having a chat, do I see Torok?
So
walking
yeah,
about?
he's standing, kind of patrolling the outskirts of the fence. Seemingly, Rog is not too far away, and he's conversing with Rog, kind of gesturing to where Rog and where he should place. So they're working together to repair the parts of the wall that weren't completely finished yesterday.
Okay. Before that, I want to just do this because I've been meaning to do this for like 7 games now.
Yeah?
I'm going to pull out the sending stone
Yep.
that was given to me back, I don't know however long ago, and I'm going to be like, Parachef, Rugo here. I kind of left. Sorry. Hope you're well.
Hang on. Okay.
What are you up to?
Amazing. Let me just get up my notes.
So, can we
I-
deliver Parachef to a second location?
No.
Okay.
No, they just disappeared. Like we were
Because we were spending an hour up the stairs.
yeah.
I
We literally haven't seen. We have not seen Parachev since since we entered Run Alarm. So I was just like, what's he doing? He gave me this sending stone in the Crimalt a long time ago.
I am certainly glad that they do not have my blood.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to help?
No, that's the Quarter Stars thing.
Which is
which she's a
Parachev.
part of. Ah! Let's see what happens. Hope
Okay.
you're well.
So sending only has 25 words.
Mine was a lot less, I think, so it's fine. That's all I say.
The sending stone though is just unlimited conversation, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
So it casts the sending spell.
Just unlimitedly.
No.
Oh.
No, it's a shittier version of sending.
So
it's
it
like,
can't
whoop,
be used
whoop.
again until
till the
the
next
next
dawn.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey bro, we just left. There's no explanation. We're just gone.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second to work out his words.
Yeah,
here.
see, I knew this. Yeah, this is good. I wanted I wanted this to happen.
I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too, and I've been like, oh, I should call him.
Imagine if I accidentally killed him. We would be hunted down by the Ghost.
We wouldn't be having this moment.
That's beautiful.
We would have maybe just
you would
gotten
never had your
we would have gotten a pair of free sending stones that we could have had to each other, but you know, this is fine. I have it to a mouse folk.
I have free sending stones and also free name on a hit list from the Court of Stars.
They wouldn't have known it was us.
Oh, they would have found out.
Would they?
You've just seen how organized that group is.
We're too cool.
The agreement was, if we can help them, cool. If we can't, we don't spill any beans. Which we haven't. So we're chill.
It's okay. I'm sure that guy is still waiting at the tavern for us when we get back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
He's
big
just
shit.
sitting there. It's been like 3 years. He's like, where the fuck are these guys?
It's like a
Yeah, and
video
Clementine
game.
be like, I really hope they're gonna bring that Ramirez thing back. I'm like, no, we got our own way to Lindosa now,
Well,
baby.
if we go to Lindosa, we could try and find a way to get back to... Because I need to go back. I need my subclass.
Oh yeah, true. Your paywall subclass. Oh yeah, I was
My
like,
subclass is back there.
Paywall subclass.
no. Yeah, I was
It
like,
does exist. There is this.
yeah, I completely forgot that we need to.
I need my subclass,
Like
guys.
the whole reason we were going there. Yeah, we need to go back.
I
Yeah,
just
cool.
want you to drop the Battle Rager subclass in there instead of as well as the payroll one. You're gonna go back here instead of Spike to play down for 75 gold.
Man. Alright, this is unexpected, but I love it. So after you say, just checking in what you've been up to basically, he says, Kruger, how the fuck have you been? I'm still in the run along doing business, but the bigwigs here are getting antsy about some device. And that's all you get.
What device?
Joys of the sending spell.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what? And Kruger not knowing, like, wait, what device?
Kind of the.
Oh, this thing sucks.
It's kind of like a meal with the sending spell.
Yeah. I'll put it
Doesn't
away.
quite land.
And then with it, I guess that would have
Nah, this thing is so shit.
this thing sucks. And that would have taken like 6 seconds. So and then I'm gonna kind of run over to Turok and Rog and try to get Turok's attention.
Sure, what are you doing to get his attention? You're just standing over there. Pay attention to me.
Boing, boing with my boots of the World Strider. Just like, hey, Turok, boing. Can we chat?
Little man, again. What do you want?
Hey, I think we got off on the wrong side of things the other day, and I would like to have a chat with you because you're sort of the first giant that I've ever talked to, and it's really cool, and I just think your people are just the coolest.
Don't you speak to the Omen Killer?
Funny that. I say in giant just so people don't. I actually fought them in an underground basement, and I thought I had them, and then they kicked my ass.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's cocked. This one's there. I rerolled that once. That's much better. 21.
This sounds unbelievable.
They gave me this themselves.
Tiny creature like you against demigod. It makes no sense.
How good are you at keeping secrets?
Torak has no one to tell.
Oh.
Turok is lonely.
Oh. Well, I'm sure your people are familiar with Corsigs.
His eyes widen. So you are turning into an omen.
More or less, have to prove my worthiness to said demigod, or else my blood might meet this.
Do you have giant blood in you?
That's a complicated story. I found an artifact that gave me powers, but then apparently this sword that me and my friend made years ago is apparently imbued with divine power.
Do you mean to tell me your Korsig chose you, but you don't have giant blood to wield it?
Yeah, that's about the extent of it. I mean, you said it yourself. I'm a small folk, and I'm a real small folk
Does
at that.
not mean you don't have giant blood.
I like to think I have the heart of a giant. Your people are all about valor and honor in battle.
Some of them.
About that. So I'm guessing from the previous conversation yesterday, you're not in favor of the new Jan that's taken up residency.
You watch as he becomes very cagey. He takes a step forward and pushes his shoulder down to get closer to your height. He's still looming over you entirely. What do you know about that?
It may have come to my now well informed attention that the Zorax were overthrown by the previous Jan, who's now back in power, and I'm guessing through some context clues and some gossip, it wasn't done through favorable or honorable means.
You mean the Zorax being overthrown?
Hmm.
He kind of steps closer and then looms further over you. And you, what do you think?
If it wasn't done improperly, if it wasn't a proper trial and the proving grounds, then if it was just, like usurping, then he's not the real Jan.
Funny. You know nothing about Zorax, do you?
Still learning. All I know is that from I heard from a friend that there were rebels who were fighting an oppressive and not well liked upon Jan.
I guess you could say this. Zorax don't believe in the traditions of Grothkin. Proving grounds mean nothing to us. They are for the current rule. They are oppressive. They don't allow the right ruler for the occasion to come to power. We think perhaps there is more to choosing a leader than proving yourself with enough heart, courage, to prove that you can cut another Grothkin's head off, watch it roll, be good in battle, cleave something in two. There is more to it. You must be cunning, you must fit the occasion, be willing to do whatever it takes. That is a Zorak. The proving ground, nothing to me.
The internal, glass or mind inside Gregor is just like, wow.
You have a lot to learn. You'll stand with us, or you are against us.
Raise my tiny arm for a fist bump.
Now, are you being genuine, or are you being deceitful? Are you trying to make him think that you're standing with him, or are you actually standing with him?
I was just doing it to be like, I respect you, man. I mean, my family were in Giant. My family were all about tradition, following in the lineage, following this set path, can't waver. I'm not about that.
So you're being genuine? Roll a persuasion check.
You got this, buddy.
21.
Base.
Very well, perhaps you do have heart of a true giant.
Yeah, like tiny halfling hand out for a fist
It is
bump.
good to see that there are people that also believe we should do whatever it takes to cut the fat loose. Hangers on, they mean nothing to us. Gron would be interested to meet your kind, I think.
Gron?
Gron.
Gron. And Gron is...
The true king. The unseen king.
Well, hopefully I get the chance to meet them one day.
Well, if you are in the right place and you are truly a giant, you are not afraid of challenge, of making your way through a dangerous environment.
I'm an adventurer.
Perhaps
Danger
you will.
nothing.
Perhaps you will meet him.
Well, hopefully. And yeah, then I'm up for a fist bump because I want to see how this works.
Roll another persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Not a fist bumping guy.
Punches him.
14.
He doesn't fist bump you, but he holds his arm out like that. And then you watch as he kind of, against his forearm, draws a rune in a stone giant script. The stone giant script is a lot more sharp and aggressive than some of the other scripts that you've learned or seen with giants. And there features exactly no curvature to the script. And he draws the rune for together.
Awesome.
get out my paint and I'll trace the same rune.
Good. Well, you need anything, you come to Torak.
If you need help with anything before we head off in a couple of days, just come to Kruger the Small.
How are you with launching some sieges?
Can't say I'm very experienced, but I'm a fast learner.
Well, perhaps you will join us on taking back what is ours. We mean to journey to the proving grounds and bring it to ruin, just like tradition should be.
Oh shit, I'm becoming a terrorist. How did I join up with the bad
Two
guys?
sides to every story.
Shit.
Kruger joins a terrorist organization twice.
Hey man, play the field.
God, what happens if you join rival terrorist organization?
Oh shit. That'll be the day. Well, I got some other important business to attend to first, but I'll be there when I can.
You might miss it.
Hopefully I don't. When's this?
What's it happening?
Do I look at the calendar?
No, I was like, and I kind of jump up to his shoulder to like almost whisper like,
When's this happening?
Okay, give me a second, I'll get on my calendar.
put it in your calendar.
Put it in your Google Calendar.
Put it in your Google Calendar.
Yeah, let me get it set up.
Where am
I got it
I?
ready.
Alright. I forget what day are you guys on?
That's a great question. I lost track.
Wait,
of the
I have
calendar,
it. I have like the day that we were on when you first told us.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
We were in Volcano.
I thought so too.
That was the month that we were in. I don't know the exact. See, I might. Let me open up.
Good are you with sieges? What a line.
Huh?
How good are you with sieges? I'm like, that's a question.
I'm gonna say we plan to take back what is ours when we have amassed the troops from below. We think in Urashan, perhaps middle of the month. But if you are in the right place at the right time, the message will find you.
What month was it? Ushan?
Urashan.
Urashan.
So
This one.
Uaxane.
Oh, and we're in Volcano.
Oh shit! That's like a month. Like middle of it?
Yeah.
That's next month.
In middle of Roxanne.
I know. I might have to work out how long you guys have been traveling together, because I think I actually think you might even be in Urashan right now.
Ooh.
So that would change my answer to
Okay.
Kasane,
Okay.
which would be the month after.
Okay. Keep that up, basically.
Just
But
Yeah.
I will. That was my bad. I should have plotted things better on the calendar.
I'll say Kasane. Yeah, middle of Kasane. Once forces amassed from underground. Oh, you mean the fire giants underground, like underneath Ron Alarm?
No, they are sticklers for tradition. I mean below. Even further. Grown territory.
Ooh. Fun.
Ah.
In the Grizzok.
Grisok translates to.
Roll a history check for me.
I believe in you.
I can re-roll a 1, but I can't re-roll a 2.
Oh.
So that's a 5.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's kind of an odd. You've read it before.
Mm.
It is not. You've read it before in relation to a part of the material plane.
A part of the material plane.
Yes.
Possibly.
Well, I'm gonna think it's the Underdark.
Yeah, that's
because
what I
of the
was-
book. Because of the book I saw.
Yeah, that's
So maybe.
possibly.
Maybe Goth Mummy and Giants aligned.
Goth mother.
Goth Mother.
Goth Mother.
Ah. Got you. And then I'll jump off his shoulder. Like a flea. And then I'll wait patiently for my friends to... or maybe I'll like just do idle chit-chat with Torok and, the others around while I'm waiting for my
Pretty
friends.
much just Rog, who's just kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like been waiting in the middle of the conversation. He's just like kind of been standing near like the pile of debris
Oh, wait.
and stuff.
Is he with... I'll hold to Torok. Is he with us?
Don't mind Rog. He is not necessarily aligned, but he is not problem.
Hey,
He
Rog.
has his own opinions.
Hello.
How's that wall coming?
Pretty good, you like.
How does it look?
I've been wrapping chain all day and like pushing big spike in ground.
Oh, a big spike. Is that to give it like support? Oh, is that to more as a deterrent to keep others out?
It looks cool.
It looks cool. I mean, big spike, yeah, would look cool.
And also, it helps to stick the trunk into the ground more.
Ah, of course. And then I'll just be doing idle
It
chit-chat.
looks pretty good. Surprisingly, Rog, great craftsman.
Those hands are made from more than just violence, am I right?
I don't understand joke.
They're made for... You're very good at building, bud.
Thank you. I'm also good at snapping necks.
I mean, that does not surprise me in the slightest.
I once chucked one of those like flying creature long way.
You were present for the big reveal in the Temple of Keel.
Maybe.
Do you know where the Temple of Keel is, Rog?
Are you coming out? No?
Oh, sorry, I thought we were together.
I'm just doing idle chit chat until you guys are out.
Yeah. This is Kruger investigating Rog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know where it is? Yes, it's to the west.
To the west.
That way.
Okay.
It's a lake at the back.
Thanks,
There's
Rog.
like a big statue.
The statue's still there?
It's made of stone. It's like broken, but it's there.
That's good. But the temple's not, obviously. Burned down, I imagine.
I think so.
Okay.
There's no building now.
Is there a priest of Keel? That was...
I think it died.
Oh.
That's a shame.
I could describe as it.
Okay.
I think it
The
died.
Big, like, yak thing come out and like spear and then
A big yak thing. Big like bull horns?
Yeah, but it looked ugly.
Ugly.
And people say wrong ugly, but it's
You're not ugly. What are you talking about?
many people have said it.
I'll just like get it. I'll just to come down to my height.
He kind of.
Listen,
Are you? What are you doing?
I'm grabbing him by the cheeks. Be like, hey man, beauty and awesomeness is not always what's about the outside. It's about what's on the inside. All right, man. If I had to freaking like go my whole life with everybody telling me that I'm ugly and I'm small and all that, I'd be depressed and staying home. You know what I do? I go out and be an adventurer because I'm awesome, and that's on the inside, and that's what you are, Grog. Grog.
You're still low-key calling him ugly.
No.
You're like, it's okay.
He's not ugly.
At least you're inside.
I'd say at this point you guys emerge from the garrison and you can see Rog kneeling down,
This is
like
all in giant, by the way.
bound towards Kruger with his hands like kind of crossed in his lap, just waiting, or like held.
I'm essentially just saying, don't listen to what they say about this.
Do you
Beauty
think
comes from
Rogue
within.
should become an adventurer?
If you have free time, you're more than welcome in the named, bud.
Well, Rogue is like told to go and fetch things a lot, so probably no free time.
Well, Rog, when you have free time, when that happens, just go out into the world and look for an adventuring group called the Named, and hopefully you'll find us, and then you'll be our first new recruit.
You are recruiting me to join your group.
When you're free.
Do you think I should make myself free?
I don't want to take you away from your other duties. You're a pretty important member of the community here, aren't you? Bless you.
Maybe not. I just move things.
I'll just keep chatting in the back. Oh, hey guys!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Grog.
Are we going to the temple now? It's that way to the west.
Oh, we found what the temple is.
Let's go.
You want to come with Rog?
Yeah. Sure, if you want Rogue to come.
Rog's coming with.
Hell yeah.
He kind of lifts his huge, like, mitt.
I will play game.
Rock, paper, scissors, Rog.
What's going on?
Rogue, paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Rogue win.
You win this time, Rog.
Rogue win.
You earn the...
What do I get for winning?
Do you think if I asked Rog to snap my neck, he would?
Me.
Yeah. Probably think it's an act of kindness.
Rog, you win my eternal servitude.
What?
I think that people should be given their own decision.
Don't worry, Rog, I'll win it back. Next time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck! I've lost 2 of my eternal servitudes now.
Oh, by the way, guys, I said Rog could join our group whenever they're free.
No, that's
Cool.
right. Also, Kimberly's gonna help us with the temple.
Sweet.
Teamwork!
That actually sounds helpful.
Yeah.
How did you pull that off?
That actually sounds helpful. But Rog,
Hey,
fuck
Rog,
you, man.
you're ugly and useless.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
I was honestly vague.
So just you being you.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Well, the temple's this way. Rog, lead the way.
Okay,
He kind of gets back up to his feet,
and we go. Okay.
and he kind of and he begins to set off at a bit of a jog. And he's like, it kind of looks a bit more like a skip because of how huge he is and how bulky. But he's taking you towards the temple.
Guys, when you get the chance, tell him that he looks beautiful because people call him ugly, and that's not nice.
Rog, you're beautiful.
He kind of stops in his tracks and turns confused.
Me.
Yeah.
That is probably not true, but thank you.
Should we get Avalon?
Oh,
Should we get him before we...
Oh my God, yeah. Oh God, is he still working?
I think with that, it's a pretty good place to end our session for tonight.
Woo!
Did you guys have fun?
Yes!
That was productive, fam.
Yay.
Information!
We got heaps of info. I might
And
be
Leah talked to the goth lady.
I've signed up with terrorists, maybe.
Yeah, kind of a bit more questionable.
Connors, join the IRA.
Oh no.
Hey, they're all about down with old bad tradition. And,
You don't know. You did. You don't
From what?
know that.
Hey,
though.
Their
from how
tradition's
Torok
wrong.
from how Torok sold it.
Hey, these guys said that they were great and doing good things. So
Yep.
Hey, I didn't say I'd go to the siege. I said if I was in the area.
I didn't say I'd go, but I said if I was in the area, I might join in.
Hopefully, I find someone on the opposite side and be like, "Hey, what's the deal?"
And they're like, oh, don't worry, we're doing bad things. You can join
Yeah.
their side. That dude was right.
Yeah. Aha. The first guy was the good guy.
Well, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed, and I hope that everybody who was watching enjoyed as well. So thank you so much for joining us. It is always a pleasure and never a chore to DM for you all. if you'd like to catch up on what you might have missed from last time, please do go and check out the link to our YouTube down below, where we have Lockie's campaign, my campaign, Xander's campaign, and a lot of the one-shots. The most recent one was DM'd by Connor.
That's me.
Yay! Now I'm gonna go and have like tea for my throat, because I was all over the map this time.
Your highs and lows.
Yeah.
Just all of them.
Yeah, we do hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Much love to you all, and we will see you guys in a little bit. Goodbye for now.